I've gotten so many email questions asking me how I go about knitting, so I'm going to try to demonstrate and answer all the questions today. First of all is your yarn. Whether you're using a skein like this or a ball, you want to make sure that you get the yarn to pull from the center. Otherwise it's going to flop all around and get tangled up. The other thing is you want to make sure that the yarn is on the floor or much lower than you are. Don't keep it on your lap. I've already cast on some stitches, so now I'm going to show you how to go about knitting them. You put the needle in. People have asked me, how do you twist the yarn around? You know, I've been doing it for so many years it just happens automatically. But here's how it goes. Around the index finger and then over the index finger, and we start knitting. I'm going to just knit all these stitches off of the first row. And our last stitch. Going to turn the work around. Now, assuming we're doing the stockinette stitch, we're going to be purling back. So, everyone asks me, why do you always slip the first stitch? I do that because it makes for a much neater selvage. Now we're ready for the second stitch. Now, if you were going to be making a garment, you would leave this tail out and you would use it to start sewing up the side seams. If you're going to make a scarf or something that doesn't have a side seam, you want to use both threads. So you take both threads and you twist them over. And now again, it's how do I hold the yarn? It's over the index finger and around. So we always knit 3 stitches with the tail. We let the tail drop. You can cut that off. In fact, I'm going to do that now. Because it's not going to go anywhere. It's basically woven in. So again, the yarn goes over the index finger, around, and then over it again. And you're going to purl off the rest of the stitches on the row. You turn the work around again and you're ready for the next row. And again, you're going to slip that stitch and just start knitting. And now this is definitely going to curl. So if you are making a scarf, you might want to do a few rows of garter stitch. Now we've come to the double stitches. That one has come out. Just knit it normally. There are 2 ways to do this. If you want to add a few stitches, you can separate the stitches and knit them separately. Or you can just knit them together as one. Now we're at the last stitch. People always ask me, why do I go into the back of the stitch? It's because it twists the stitch around and makes it tighter, again adding to a better selvage. So again, turn the work around. We're ready to purl. And now I want to tell you about these needles. The needles that I'm using are bone. You can't get bone needles anymore. I found these in a thrift store. Thrift store is a really good place to find needles. You can get them very cheaply, and it's always fun to find new ones.